Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing some Grixis Dragons. I really wanted to build a deck kind of around Sarkin. Well, I had some other ideas with the deck and where to go with playing like Hidetsugu and some other spells. This is the list that I kind of ended on. I don't think this is by far the finished list at all. I definitely want to keep working on it when I get time. I just kind of don't have enough time to keep doing it. So the very first couple of matches will be a slightly different variation of the deck where I was kind of just throwing cards in, seeing how they were going. And then I kind of was like, okay, maybe I should play the Dragon Ninja and Mishra Claim by Gix. 2 cards here. And I was just going on through this. If you have any advice for the deck list, I would gladly take it. Or if anybody's been working on maybe playing this type of a deck list, I'll definitely take your advice for sure. Other than that, we're going to hop into the games and we can kind of see how they go and see what some of the issues are and what some of the good things are and move on from that. Other than that, if you do enjoy the content, please be sure to subscribe. Getting a lot of love lately. It's been great. Other than that, let's just get into the games. Not horrible for what the deck is. Keep same all, so that helps. Likely Cliffs start off. Half land allows us to establish our Iron Crag. Another tap land here. We're gonna go ahead and fire this off on them. That benefit right away. We'll just see that we're playing against 4, 5, 12 color. So probably roughly, oh, it's Cascade. Sure. Don't mind that. Don't mind that around these parts. At least I don't think so. Play their land. Play out the Descendant Dragon. See how that goes. They have a go for the throw as removal. Not really going to really get enough. They have Leyline Binding as well, but another Flesh Border. Not holding a hand for Cascade at all. A little bit of surprise there. Play out Storm Carved Coast. Not entirely sure why this is in my deck, but you know, it's here. So we stuck playing it, I suppose. I will reveal these. Just shoot them for 4. Go ahead and get this out of the way. Yeah, do the combat. Isn't necessarily the best thing to hit, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit them. I could try you. I'll have the mana to do it. There you go for the throat here, for the treasure. Oh, we hit invasion. Look at us go. We can cast our own invasion. They're not gonna do it. To be fair, I don't know what our invasion hits, but it's the thought that counts, and they concede. All right, we go first. We do have our colors here. We do have a go for throw it and the mana, so keep. Gooses be squawking. Okay. Own it. I'll play this. Pass. Play Demolition Field. Sure. Brings. I could just slam a Shieldred. I mean, I feel like I'm walking right into counter spell, so I'm actually going to do Descendant Dragon on their end step. Play your instant speed cards on their end step. If they want to stop you there, let them. Also, we kind of want to hit lands, so if we can do it this way, we will. 1 blue available. They can counter this if they don't want it to be on both sides. They let it go, though. We find our own make disappear, however, because of that. Play out Sarkin. It resolves. Legendary, this comes up. Have Iron Crag. Don't want that to happen. Pass here. Get a Wandering Emperor. I'm going to use your Make Disappear. Strike the fear in their heart. Or not. Gee, Sark's been a good boy. He's there. Doing whatever he needs to do. Don't need to touch him. No touchy, please. Okay, but you didn't have to do that. That's something that didn't have to happen. I get it. We'll play this. Yeah, sure. Play this. I'll have Sark become a copy of it. That. The combo deck. Just want to know it. We'll attack. We'll make a treasure. Then we will invasion here. We'll have it take out one of these tokens. Could have hit them for more, but we choose not to. Alright, we go first. We have Mana Rock, Pendant, maybe Shieldred or something along those lines, so we'll keep a hold of this hand. On our red it is, will we be able to keep up? World may never know. You could play a turn early Shieldred though, which is not super easy to beat them. But other than that, they're kicking my teeth in right now, and I'm not feeling good about it. I've Shieldred, we'll decline that trigger. We don't need it to happen here. I'll lose 2. See what happens here. This is flip. We all out attack. We of course makes tokens, but I'm not super concerned about it. I'd rather get the most damage off while I can. Maybe that's the incorrect way to go about it, but I don't feel as though it is. Let's play this guy. Actually, I don't want to lose any more life than I have to. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and play Sarkin down. Fine. Got a big butt. They both have legendary, so Odoir is actually active here, which we can go ahead and bounce like a squee. Plus, it makes our dragons cheaper, so the next coming turns are going to be very nice. What is the combat situation like? They concede. Get us in trouble. I kind of like it, so I'm going to keep. Play 26 lands. Draw some every now and then. I'm saying we have to draw them every time, but just like that, we'll take it. Play Gorogoro. This kind of serves the same purpose as just going ahead and removing this, as they won't get to really attack here. Now you're coming down. That's perfectly fine with me. We'll play this little handy dandy land. And we can go ahead and get Thalia off of the board. I will hold the line. Gorogoro doing its job. Need to find a black source here. I will block though. This spot right here I will also block. We're in the trying to survive territory. What a great draw, by the way. What a fantastic draw. Let's go ahead and just keep playing the removal game. Get them to commit out their creatures, especially, I guess even if they have a Brutal Cathar, it's not that big of a deal, because they Brutal Cathar this and then we just remove it. So we want to hold one counter spell for that scenario. It actually doesn't affect us as much as you might think. They can name Go for the Throat, but we can just cast it the next 2 turns, because we already have 4 lands in play. not as devastating as it could be on some like heavier removal spells. Also, if this resolves, I'm just gonna play the Shieldred. The names go for the throat and have Shieldred just kind of stand in front of them. Go for the throat makes sense. They're gonna want to try to take my entire turn. Don't blame them. I don't have a dragon in hand. They also don't know about this card, so I will just play the Shieldred out. And not worried about Brutal Cathar. Any means. They Brutal Cathar this, we take our turn, we just pass, and we hold up to go for the throat. They could have another anointed Peacekeeper though. That would be kind of annoying. Do one creature so they can only find one drops. We find one. Another recruitment officer and a pass here. I can just wait now. That is what I'll do. Part about Shieldred is it can win you the game without moving. Unbreakable wall. As the 4/5 should be. Second anointed Peacekeeper means we have to kill the first. So if they come down and they name it, it costs an additional 2 more to cast. Therefore, these would cost 6 mana instead. So we remove the first one. Also, Brutal Cathar is not online anymore. Invasion. That makes sense. Wish I could divide its mana, but of course I can't here. What if... Does they name Invasion even if they play a third copy of this? Like, go for the throat, still fine. Let's play this card. Could double block my Shieldred, but Shieldred is winning the game by just me passing every turn. The problem is we're going to have a good enough hand here eventually because of the fact that in some regard we will start drawing lands and flooding. They have a massive board right now. We need to deal with the recruitment officers. Never mind. It's going to be a tough hand to deal here. Brutal Cathar, Intrepid Adversary. Okay, how do we deal with the board as we currently see it? Go for the throat something. Have to. When this dies, exile top chosen 3 cards. That's fine. We could attack with Shieldred. If they want to block, they have to double block, and that takes out both of those, and then I have way less to deal with on the board. They're most likely going to play this, pump their entire team, and come in, so that's probably less of an ideal attack. But then I can also kill this in response, so it won't matter. I think we have to attack. Yes. They'll block with 1, maybe they won't block at all. You know we have go for the throat. So we could, in theory, we could answer one of these now. Our turn becomes way less significant. I get to take both of these out. I actually kind of like that. And Shieldred's still in play to gain its life. This still kills these both anyway. Honestly, we'll let Shieldred go. Get both of them dead. We could have kept the Shieldred around, but we choose not to here. Play this out. Come in, we'll be able to make a mana. We'll play Goro out. Find his trigger. Maybe we'll see a Brutal Cathar coming in now. I would assume it's going to be a board pump. Okay, Phyrexian Vindicator is also good. I'm sorry. What would you like to have? Jump in front and make the strategies. I kind of feel like we do. It also takes a card out of their hand. Let's go for it. Might not discard a card. Not sure I would. Okay, to get rid of their lord. Sure. I'll make treasures. My turn. See what we draw first. And if they brutal Cathard, I can always go for the throat it. And make a block if I need to. Indicator's nice, but I'm not too worried about it right now. Give it haste, but I'm not going to. Next, we'll see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have the mana for this. It would be fine if we can keep it around for a turn. Guess we'll be able to always keep it around. Alright, let's see the exile. You know about my go for the throat. Yeah. Because it does the same. You also get to scry more. Resolve all this. And this is fine. Before we get the block, we will go for the third this. Stop making noise. I understand you were enlisted. Pop this. We'll come back. We'll decline this trigger, of course. Fine. And then we can have this jump in front of the Anointed Peacekeeper here. Have this jump in front of this. We'll take a solid 11. Now big time. Fine land. So now we're moving forward. We're moving somewhere, team. We're moving. We'll play this invasion out. You have to take out recruitment officer of all things here. Because we don't want them to use this 4 mana to keep grabbing creatures. We can deal with what's in play, we cannot deal with that. We attack, we hit this. We'll make a 4/4 flyer. The only thing getting through is the Vindicator most turns. On a dragon, we control attacks. So in theory, we have pretty much, or almost, lethal next turn. We have a 9 + 4. We have 13. Attacking next turn. I think it's 2 damage to any target. Anointed Peacekeeper. Well, guess what? We have no hand. You should just name Persistence, I guess. Well, no. I think you should just take a shot in the dark and just name, like, Go for the Throat or more copies of this. With Persistence, I'm nowhere close to casting anyway. Well, sure. I guess I'm close. 5, 6. Dahlia dies. I can cast it. So I don't blame them. I just think Go for the Throat and things of that have much more value in them. 5/5 can attack me all day. This 2/2 can attack me. I would say that's not what we should be doing. Sure. This is 9 coming in. Let it happen. 8. Ugh. And now we're drawing the lands. This is the problem we were talking about before. And we're going to end up coming up short here, I think. Which technically kill and try to kill, but they can give it indestructible, and then we can't even remove this. So we missed lethal by 1, which also sucks. I think not saving the shield is where we end up losing this game. We get them down to 1. Draw all of our lands. We pass the turn in, and we'll just concede. Quite unfortunate, honestly. Thought we were gonna get there. Alright. We can keep this. Nice. Get our tap land out of the way early. Boom. Sneaky. Alright, we get a forest. Don't know what that means. Play Takanuma. The plains, that means enchantments. I lied. Knew what it meant the whole time. I could play Sarkin here, actually. That's very cool. This will only cost me 2 mana. Just like that, we're playing a combo deck. Didn't know. Draw a land. We're feeling great. Feeling fantastic. If we don't draw a land, crying in the club. Oh, yes. Very nice. So now, deal damage to or remove that from play. We'll play this Artifact Dragon and have Sarkin become a copy of it. Non-legendary, so we're fine. Comes in. Boom. Sarkin will come back and just be a simple 2/4. Generous Visitor, all white mana. Assume we're going to see like maybe an ossification here. Tough sell. Tough sell indeed. You still have the Blazing Sky. Fine. Guess I don't need help. Let's attack with the engine and see if they block. Take it. You can always bring us back later. Did I play in or tapped or something? The creature you're controlling, yeah, sure. I don't have haste anyway, so I can enter tapped all day. Are there claws to exile it? I don't think so. Or destroy their own permanent here. They get ossification, they take our soul, or a sky. Sure. You have a Sarkin. Play it out. It enters tapped. My creatures are scared. They don't want to. They don't want to enter the play. Naturalist. Get to kill it in the coolest way possible. I would like to play it on. Sarkin hit for 2. You opponent. I'm working very hard. Okay, you flooding is not very cool. I will give you credit on that. That is not very cash money. I want to win because you're flooding. That'll make a very fun game for either of us. Favor 2. I'll attack. You for 2. We're trying to close the game while we can. Get a land here or not, we still get to bring this back. Absolute brutal time. This one enter tapped. They were actually fine, I guess. But they gave up. They're only going to draw like maybe a exile effect off the top. We're going to be so far ahead by then. Kind of a annoying way for that game to end, but it happens. Happens to everybody. I don't know if I can turn it away. I mean, it doesn't really be aggro as well. There's Skrell going to be a hard selling point in the beginning of the game anyway. Go for the throat's also not even a good option now. We have 6 draws that remove Skrell directly. Or the Elder Dragon if we can get to it. Or the Elder Dragon War, yeah, if we can get to it. So we're drawing the lands to do it. We just need to not die. Adeline can kill us. Here it comes. You ready? No? A scary deck. I'm Grixis. Best be afraid. Oh wait, that's already out of range. Good dead. I was hoping to draw at least some removal. Well, I mean, that kind of counts, I guess. Worst part is I might need this to remove this later. Yeah. I'm gonna need this to remove that later. Do this. I didn't know if maybe they had something else to do on instep. Hey. I'll take the value. in the man land. Take a little bit of a beating here. Or take more of a beating here. Pass it to recruitment officer, please. Yes. Yes. Pretty good plan coming together. Although I don't have the dragon in hand now for this to actually remove this. That kind of sucks. Don't worry. I only just thought of that. But one creature in play to deal with. Should eventually be able to handle it. I'll have it because of that. We play these forever, so we don't have to rush on them. Play this. We'll play it on mode numero uno. Hopeful Initiate survives. We just need to draw another dragon. Need to do. Now you're not a concern. I mean, it is a concern, of course, but like, not really the one we're looking for. Discard any number of cards. We'll get rid of. Honestly, we have a Foundry to play, so we'll get rid of 2 lands to try to find something else. We do find some good cards though. We'll play their Foundry. We'll play this. We'll reveal 2 dragons. Have this deal 4 damage with the Initiate. Now they have a 2/1. I can crew up the Foundry and have it do nothing. Please don't stop me every second. I can't handle that. It'll grow. We'll have a 4/4. Fine. It's all fine. It's all according to the plan. We have a plan and we're working towards it. They talking Numa. Whenever you attack, play Phyrexian Dragon Engine creature guy. Now we have Go for the Throat to remove their Lord. It's all coming together. This is looking very, very bad. Next coming turn, smooth as butter. Hopefully. Still afraid of an Adeline. Card will kill me. I will die to it. Not very proudly. Also not proud of that one. Sure. Let's see it. I would assume the Dragon Engine has to go. I know this is a 4/4, but this has First Strike and kind of negates anything Thalia does. Alright. I mean, I guess I get rid of a token permanently. Probably the idea. So attack. Sure. We'll take out this. If we just had enough mana, you know? Or do it. Whenever you attack, each opponent was next live. They both have to attack. Brutal. Play this. We'll gain some life back. And technically play Odawara. They concede. They see the line. See what's coming. I thought Odawara was going to be able to be channeled there, but we only had 1 legendary creature, so it couldn't be. But hey, we're going to gain some life back and attack, and if they have to block, we feel fine. Alright, we have to talk about the deck a little bit, and I'm not sure where to go. I wanted to play Grixis because I really wanted to play Stark, and I feel like we haven't got to play this card at all. And it works incredibly well with like this. This works good. Obviously, we get to play black, so we're playing Children. And I think Descendant Dragon's good. I also think Iron Crag has been very nice in this deck. We play enough legendaries. Sometimes we might activate this and equip it. But just kind of having that 2-mana rock whenever you're playing these bigger spells just to get to this a turn early or Shieldred a turn early in some of our aggro matchups has been very, very good and crucial. I want to play Sarkhan so bad. I just don't know if I can in this deck. I think this deck would just be more solid if it was just red-black and maybe like somebody's screaming that the entire time. But I did have, at one point I was going to be playing Hidetsugu as well. Don't know what Hidetsugu is. I was going to be playing this as well. But the way I kind of wanted to construct a deck and play it, I didn't put a whole lot of instants and sorceries in it. Maybe that's on me. Maybe I should. Or even if I'm going to play this, maybe just go all 5 colors and get into this territory. But then we run into more problems where like instants and sorceries, they have to be exactly 2 colors. Like our ramp spells and stuff along that line aren't 2 colors, and we have to be playing like Siphon Insight or something like that, and things along those lines. Make this good. I really don't know where to take the deck. We either could play red-black, go that route. We could probably play red-black, like maybe sacrifice Reanimate, some of that accord. I'm not entirely sure. The Descendant Dragon's cool. I really want to play it. I found the value that it provides really, really nice. Virtue of Persistence is really cool as well. The other dragons are just a little awkward. We don't really have I guess we have the 6 mana one. I didn't want to play it because it got too heavy. Like I would just get the stuff to craft it if I had to. But what I'm talking about is not collecting, because I don't have any copies of it. Also, like, playing this might also be good. At one point I had Goro in there, which never seemed to come up. I think that would be more for the Reanimate version of the deck. But I definitely think maybe we're supposed to be just red-black playing this creature as well, along with like Blood Tithe Harvester and stuff like that make blood tokens and stuff when they enter. So we can actually sacrifice them. This has haste, it's a 4/6, and bargains. We can do all that. It makes the mana. This especially works really well with Invasion of Tarkir, because we can play this, bargain it, make the 4 mana of any combination, activate it once, shoot this, maybe shoot a 1-drop, and then attack the invasion and flip it along that line. Then we have like Hellraiser, but we want to be playing instants and sorceries with that. And then we also have like Maniform Hellkite, which we want to be playing instants and sorceries. It's not a creature spell, but we play a lot of creatures. Like that's mainly our main force of what we do. We do play, I guess, a lot of non, so it's a little bit hard. And then there was this one. I was playing this one, but most of my spells were just like a single color, like red or black, so it never felt relevant. And then like on the instance and sorcery side back again, we could argue to play Smoldering Egg. I'm unsure. I would definitely take any advice that anybody can give me on this, if maybe they've tried it out before, we have deck lists or whatnot. I'm not really going to provide a deck list this time around, just because the very first match of like decks I put, like the very first match of this video that I played was significantly different. I wouldn't be surprised if in 30 seconds I change this deck to something different completely as well again, and I just might. Who knows? Other than that, I'm just going to call it here. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me pull this up again so we can actually look at it. Freak out. This is kind of where I settled. This is kind of what it looks like. I definitely think the Dragon Engine with Sarkhan is really cool, because playing this early, playing this for 2 mana, and being able to like go for the throat came up and was relevant one game, and then Sarkhan can attack, having double strike with this, or like when you play this on turn 3 after you play Sarkhan or something, like being able to attack, make a treasure, or these being able to kind of attack early. But these don't have anything on attack, and maybe that's where we're supposed to be, is doing things that have attack triggers with it. I'm just not sure. But I hope you all enjoy. I'm going to let you all go, and I'll see you around. Peace.